Come here, Orion. You want to say hey to the internet world? Say hi. My name's Orion. Okay, I'm sorry. You be you. You be cute and adorable. Hello everyone. I hope you are all doing awesome and you're happy and you're safe and all that good stuff. So I had recorded a video like a week ago or something like that, and I was doing my horror collection. And I had said in that video that I had wanted just to go ahead and do a full swoop of everything and then sort of keep everyone up to date with new purchases that I get. So that is what this video is going to be. There are a couple of titles in here that are not horror. I just figured I would put them in just to, I don't know, show off more stuff that we're getting. And I don't really know if show off is the word for any of this, but show you all what we're getting. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dive on into this with the help of Orion. God, he is so cute. He's just so cute. I could eat him and spit on him. I don't do any of those things. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with one. Let's see. We've got two Severin movies here, so I'm gonna start off with those. And yeah, this one we just got through watching, and I gotta tell you, I had a fucking blast with this. Killer Crocodile. Yeah, once again, this is from Severin Films, and it is a double bill. It actually also has a Killer Crocodile 2 on it. So I scooped one of these up on eBay, found it for a pretty good price. Yeah, there's the cover there, and then the back of it. Awesome. Yeah, this is like a very obvious Jaws ripoff, except for it's Italian, and it has an amazing dubbing over it. It's absolutely hysterical. I had so much fun with this one. There, in so many ways, like I said, it rips off Jaws everywhere from the music, and I'm not talking just like, oh, I can kind of see it. I mean, it's like blatantly fucking obvious that they ripped off Jaws in so many ways. I mean, it's not Jaws, and that's kind of what makes it awesome in its own way. Is you can see them trying so hard to make this like really great picture, and it just falls short on so many levels. There's like a big inflatable crocodile that is just floating on. You just see its eyes above the water and everything. This little arms just sitting there, and and it's amazing in every way. There's a character in here that is like a complete ripoff of Quint from Jaws. He's amazing, and one of my favorite lines that I've came across in a long time came in this one. That guy I was just talking about, that I think his name is John in the movie. He starts calling. He's on the boat with this kid, and he starts calling the crocodile. He's like, "Come out, you pollywog!" And the guy's like, "Pollywog?" He's like, "Crocodiles are very sensitive, and they get upset when you make fun of them." It's amazing. I love it. I love it. You can't make this shit up. It's great. So yeah, once again, this is Crocodile 1 and 2 from Severin. I haven't watched the second one yet. I plan on doing that tomorrow. It says here, a bloody good time, brilliant, hilarious, and fun. Let me see if I can find a year here. This is from 1989, 94 minutes, good runtime. It says on Blu-ray for the first time ever in America. More than a decade after the Spielberg blockbuster, a dream team of shock maestros, including producer turned director Fabrizio De Angelis, fuck me, screenwriter, blah blah blah, gore guru, and Oscar-nominated composer, guy who did Cannibal Holocaust. Okay, I can say Cannibal Holocaust. Created one of the most ridiculously entertaining Jaws ripoffs in Italo sleaze history. I agree with that. When a humongous crocodile begins chomping on a tropical island community, a group of idealistic young environmentalists, of course, will clash with I don't know why I said that. Environmentally friendly is a good thing. for some reason I wanted to be a smart. Those goddamn people wanting to save the fucking planet. How gross. How disgusting. Will clash with a crusty redneck hunter to destroy the monster reptile spawned by toxic waste. Pure cheesy entertainment between the dialogue, the giant croc, and the gore. We can't recommend it enough, and neither can I. This is awesome. Definitely check it out. I don't think this one is sold out. I could be wrong though. I get confused a lot of times when I purchase stuff off eBay. Because a lot of times people will tell you this is sold out. And I think I may have said that in my last video. Whatever, I don't want to be redundant. You got to be careful for that. But yeah, either way, easily found it on eBay. Pretty good price as far as I'm concerned for 2 movies especially. So yeah, check that out. It's a great time. Let me get a sip of my coffee. By the way, everybody let me know what you've been watching or purchasing or downloading or streaming or whatever. Because remember, we're all in this together. And we all need things to watch in order to make sure that we survive. Okay, next up I have another Severin title. Now this one I have not got around to seeing yet. We are actually going to do a review of it tomorrow. We're doing another, I don't know if you caught our last one, of, fuck, I can't even remember. It's a Santa Claus movie. None of us really cared for that much. But anyway, we did it over Hangouts, video Hangouts. And so we're going to be doing this one the same way. I am going to watch it tomorrow afternoon, but I'm extremely excited about it. This one has some ties with the gentleman who made Troll 2, which I'm always down for any of that. So we have here Robo War. Awesome. And like I said at the beginning of this video, this is not an unboxing. It's just more of an update. I took all this stuff out of the packaging just because it's always easier. And so yeah, sorry, I forgot the plastic slip there. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys get these. I love it when people send their movies in these that I buy off of them. It makes me super happy because I know that they took care of it and they packaged it carefully. But I personally, I've never bought a load of these. And I want to get, there's like some hard plastic ones that I feel like will protect them better, but they're a little bit more expensive. If anybody has any information on those or a company that's better than any other one or something, just let me know. I would just like to take care of my movies. You know, they stay safely on my shelf, but I wouldn't mind some extra protection. Anyways, I digress. So we are here with Robo War. Okay, this is from 1988. It's 91 minutes long. It says the best movie ever. Robo War is the jewel of Bruno Mattei's very shiny crown. Awesome. On Blu-ray for the first time ever, a year before their jaw-dropper Shocking Dark. Director Bruno Mattei. Mattei, once again, fuck me. Violence in a Women's Prison. And co-writers Claudio Fragasso. Now that's the guy, you know, he went on a few different names, but Troll 2. Let's see, first collaborated on this brain-melting mashup of Predator and RoboCop and Philippines war movie Mayhem. That sounds badass. When a team of badass commandos, knew I was onto something there, is hired for a jungle rescue mission, they'll instead find them hunted by a kill-crazed creature that is part man, part machine, and all glorious 80s Italo sleaze. This is, so, you know, number 2. Holy shit, I think my next movie is Italian as well. Yes, unbelievably bonkers, delightfully entertaining. So, I'm really sorry for the glare, guys. I can never get this down pat, but I'm sure you can see there's some special features on here as well. Looks like some interviews and the trailer. I like the trailers being on there. A lot of times if they're on one of the older ones that I've never seen or haven't really, you know, sometimes I like to purchase these and just off of like, you know, hearing people on YouTube talk about them, I kind of want to go in a little bit blind aside from that. So sometimes I wait until I get the movie and then I hope that there's a trailer in the special features so I can watch it beforehand. I don't know. I think it's pretty fun. But either way, I'm really excited about Robo War. I love the fact that Severin has these black cases too. Pretty cool. So this one comes with the movie and hold the phone. Hold on here. Comes with a little. This is the original motion picture soundtrack. It looks like it has 30... Okay, so yeah, it comes with a CD for the movie. Look right there. And then here's your track listing. It could be a little bit confusing, okay, because I don't know if Robo War 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and so on and so on and so on, they all sound the same. We should find out.
No, that one is clearly Robo War number 15. If you heard the B flat in there, that's not in 14.
Awesome. I don't think I've ever bought a movie that came with a CD. That's pretty cool. Yep, next one is also Italian. It says right here it's part of the Italian collection. So this, ooh, I'm going to have to change this one over really quick. Hold on. I did not notice that the alternate cover art that I chose has a couple of breast monkeys on it. I think that's the thing. Yeah, so, okay, this one is from 88 Films. Let me straighten this up or it's going to drive me crazy. This is part of the Italian collection. And this is Massacre and Dinosaur Valley. Anxiously awaiting watching this one. I've heard a few things. I haven't really dived too much into it. I just heard enough to be like, that's something that I want. So yeah, let's go ahead and take the look at the back here. So once again, Massacre and Dinosaur Valley. Alright, show you guys that. Of course, you can pause it. Once again, forgive the glare. Okay. So we have a movie from... Well, shit, it doesn't say. It says it's 88 minutes. It's got to say it on here. I'm not stupid. I just don't know entirely why here I am stupid. But anyway, okay, so if you thought the Italian cannibal cycle had run out of terror treats after the infamous success of Cannibal Holocaust and Cannibal Ferox, then you thought wrong. Released in 1985, Massacre in Dinosaur Valley is one of the crowning achievements of the innards-drenched genre and a righteous romp through the trials and tribulations of being stranded and hunted in the Amazon jungle. In this outrageous outing, a rugged explorer finds himself in a plane wreck over the Brazilian rainforest and along with some other survivors, including a few very sexy and frequently undressed female compatriots. He must try and survive the interests of a meat-munching local tribe. Few will make it out of Massacre and Dinosaur Valley with their limbs still attached and with a script part penned by the legendary Dardano Sacchetti. Rest assured that the gore comes thick and fast in this masterpiece of flesh-filleting fun. That's one of the more difficult backs I've ever had to read. Awesome. Yeah, it looks like there is also some different audio options on here. Of course, your reversible art. Yeah, the other side is, I mean, it's really similar to this. It just shows one of these ladies just like this with her, you know, breasts exposed. But I'm really excited about watching this one. I think it looks super cool. So, oh, right there on the side it says it, 1985. 1 year after I was born. All right, next one up is one that I have yet to see as well. This is another 88 Films one. It's a very penetrating story. I know that. And it's called Nail Gun Massacre. Mm-hmm. Yes. This is part of the Slasher Classics collection. One thing to point out with this is, so I love Sleepaway Camp. I was talking about that in my last, in the, you know, horror video that I did. So, if you want Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3, then if you want to be able to afford them and not break your bank or, you know, get so broke that you're, you know, cutting the pack of ramen in half or anything like that, then 88 Films is the way to go. I mean, it looks like you can find both of those on eBay for, like, you know, less than $20. I know I want the Scream Factory editions. I want them with the slips. I just am nowhere near a financial state that I can do that right now. So I might just fold and get these because, you know, of the few 88 film titles that actually I only think I have one that I've watched so far, to be completely honest with you. But the transfer was really good. I like the special features, and you know, the quality was awesome. So I'm all about supporting that. Anyway, so we have Gun Massacre. This one is from 1985, and this is number 7 in the slasher collection. I would like to, that'd be kind of neat to get all these. I've seen some of them, you know, that I knew were a part of this that I've already got. So obviously I might skip over those, but let's see what this one is about here. It says, no pennies? No plot? Yep. No problem. With innovation comes influence, and so it was that in 1985, another group of backwoods filmmakers from the Lone Star State gave us another legendary Texas set splatter shocker, Gun Massacre. An icon of the VHS age, sleazier and cheesier than any of its contemporaries, and featuring more power tool plasma spillage than you can shake a chainsaw at. I like that. Gun Massacre introduces a motorcycle helmet-wearing psychopath with a range of amusing one-liners. This mysterious marauder gets their kicks from tracking down tempestuous teenagers and lowbrow locals so that they can be turned into human pincushions. The motivation behind the macabre path of plasma provocation may be linked to a psychosexual crime that took place years prior. Although the local police force are understandably baffled as each new dead body turns up. Very cool. One thing that did stand out to me on this, and this is after I got it, I didn't even realize it at first, there's a Q&A with Joe Bob Briggs in there in the special features. There's those if you want to see them. I hope you can. I've seen people do this. Does this work?
Focus?
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So very much looking forward to seeing that one. Let's see. We're starting to get into territory where I've watched probably about half of these, but anyway. So next up, I've got a couple of Scream Factory movies. First up is Darkman. I found this one at a used music book and record store and movies. I'm sorry, that's what I meant to say. Books, movies, and music store here in Knoxville. It's called McKay's. I found this one there and I was super excited about it. I had not seen this in so many years, and I got to tell you, this was a riot. I loved it. You know, Sam Raimi is attached to this when you got Liam Neeson in it, and it is just hysterically fun. I mean, it actually is cool. Like, I mean, there are some extremely cheesy parts that you will definitely laugh at. But overall, I think it was great. It kind of had like a more of like an adult Dick Tracy kind of feel. You know, it's super, you know, like comic-esque like Raimi does, and that's one of the reasons why I love him so much. But you know, it has that adult, you know, language in it and stuff. I don't know. It's really cool. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just in case you guys don't know, let's see here. So Dr. Peyton Westlake is on the verge of realizing a major breakthrough in the creation of synthetic skin when his laboratory is blown up by gangsters. Having been burned beyond recognition and forever altered by an experimental medical procedure, Westlake becomes known as Darkman, assuming alternate identities in his quest for revenge and a new life with his former love. Oh yeah, Frances McDormand is in this as well. Fargo. Yeah. Awesome stuff, guys. You should definitely check that out. Scream Factory always does a great job. There is a slip for that one, and I think at least, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I want to go. There's quite a few of these Scream Factories that I have that I don't have slips for, unfortunately, but hopefully one day. Okay. Coming up next is, once again, another Scream Factory. This one I have not seen. It's a crawling terror from the depths of doom movie, okay? Beyond time and somewhere in space is Horror Planet, aka there we go. Inseminoid. Much better title. I've heard a few things about this one, and I just had to get it. Let's see here. Once again, this is another Scream Factory one. This is from 1981. An alien creature has been waiting millions of years for a chance to breed, and its time has finally come when a group of space explorers unwittingly lands on its home planet. The 12-member crew is investigating for possible origins for the planet's vanished civilization. Instead, they awaken the planet's creature and discover that the horror to come is more terrifying than any nightmare that they could ever imagine. Yeah, tons of special features on here. Very excited about checking that one out. All right, now the rest of these are, for the next few, are Vinegar Syndrome titles. This is something to point out too. I just for shits and giggles here, I recorded an entire video showing off, which, you know, it wasn't very many titles. It was just like 5 of these. I kind of wanted to wait for everything to come in, and then, you know, everything was a little bit slow with the mail, which is completely understandable right now. So I was like, well, I'll go ahead and do one of the stuff that I have and then do another one later. And I did the video, and stupid me, because, you know, I'm not so new to this that I shouldn't know this by now, but I wasn't thinking. I did a whole little skit, and I had a song playing in the background, and it got immediately pulled. So anyway, some of these were a part of that, but now is a good chance for me to go over them again, and that whole spiel was completely pointless. All right, so Vinegar Syndrome time. Awesome. You guys have heard me preach these guys up. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with this video than I did the last one on showing off their content. Number 1, Christmas Evil. This is a fantastic holiday movie. It is campy. It is fun, but I'm going to say first and foremost that this is a more sad, depressing movie than anything. But do not let that stop you from having it on your holiday list. You should definitely watch this film. This slipcover is officially sold out. I was lucky enough to scoop one up. They had done a sale for the, well, actually, it was kind of like a quarantine sale, I think is what they called it, because they were going to have to, they have a store in Connecticut. They had to shut their doors, you know, not for like, you know, for them to be able to work and you know, do their whole restorations and stuff, but for the public to come in and physically buy their media from them. And they were told that they weren't going to be able to mail anything out after a certain date. Luckily, all that stuff got worked around. They figured out a way that they could do it safely and everything, so they're still good to go. But they had a pretty cool little sale go on for, I think it was like 24, maybe 48 hours. So I scooped up a few titles for that, because, you know, their deals are always really good, and anytime you get a little discount on their already pretty good prices, then I'm happy to scoop them up. Anyway, once again, Christmas Evil. So this is the slipcover. As you can see, this is very, very beautiful stuff. Love it. Got lots of embossing on here. Really nice. Now, this is what you get underneath. Okay. And this is a movie from 1980, and it's 94 minutes. All right. This one is basically you've got a kid who witnesses a little bit of hanky-panky between his mom and Santa Claus when he's a little boy, and him and his brother are like debating whether Santa's real. You know, the youngest is like, well, of course he's real, or actually I think he maybe the older brother did. Anyway, it's really strange. And we have done a review of this. If you want to go back and watch that, then you'll hear all this stuff. But anyway, the guy grows up to be just obsessed with Santa Claus. And like I said, it's more of a sad story, but it has some extremely bizarre shit in it that you won't want to miss. So check that one out. I'll go ahead and put it back up. All right, I'm going to try to run through these a little bit faster. Some of them I'll still read the description for, because sometimes it's just easier to do that as opposed to coming up with my own words on it. I feel like I stumble over myself enough as it is without doing that. So this next one is Deadline. This was one that I just got through recently watching, and I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite Vinegar Syndrome releases that have come out recently. I really enjoyed it. Now, it's kind of strange that's back to back with Christmas Evil, because I do find that this one sort of has a little bit of a sad vibe to it as well. Here's the inside. Okay, I like this one a lot too for a few different reasons as far as the packaging goes, because you have not only the slipcover, and then you have this cover art, but then you also have another, oh, I'm sorry, I showed the same one, another cover art option. Yeah, and these are Blu-ray DVD combos. Okay, so very cool stuff on that. This one is about a horror author who kind of wants to get out of writing like sleazy, silly, you know, just what's the word? Just like gore fest kind of stuff. He wants to like really tap into like, oh, what's really gonna fuck people up? What's a really good freaky thing? And you know, the more that he does that, the more his life gets messed up, and the stuff that he's kind of imagining for his book starts happening in his life. So it's a really good movie. I know a lot of people I'd read on their comments and stuff had said that they thought it was a little bit slow and kind of boring. I didn't get that vibe off of it at all. It's not necessarily like a splatterfest of a movie, but I will say that when it does decide to implement some blood and guts in it, like, it hits really hard, and the scenes are really, really fucking cool. The death scenes in this are incredible. I thought they're extremely imaginative because you've got this guy who's writing a story, and the way it kind of the movie goes is, you know, a lot of times when he's writing down one of these ideas that he has, like, the movie will cut to like what he's envisioning, what he's writing down. So it's really neat. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. That one, by the way, was 1980. Okay, moving right along. This is one that I have not got to check out yet, but I have Demonoid. I don't know if this one is sold out yet or not. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure they have plenty of copies of this left, and I really don't know a tremendous amount about this one, so I am going to go ahead and read off the back. So we have here, this one is from 1980, and it's 79 minutes long. I'm sorry. Looks like it has an alternate title as well. I'll go ahead and do that first. So it looks like Macabre. That's pretty cool looking, actually. I like that a lot. And then you've got the back there. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, so you have three options, or well, yeah, a total of 3 options on this one as well. So here's another side to the cover. Very cool. That's pretty badass. I like both of those, actually. Cool. All right. There's your Blu-ray and your DVD right in there. See, I always like to have, like, if the movie is right here, or if the slip cover, if you have the same cover art when you pull out the movie, then I always flip it. So with this, it's kind of cool because you get to have 3 total options. You see this, then you open up to this, then when you open that up, you get that. I don't know. I'm a nerd. I like it. But anyway, let's go ahead and read a little bit of what this one is about. At a dig in rural Mexico, a British industrialist accidentally unleashes an ancient evil. A severed hand possessed by a vengeful demon that attacks, kills, and takes over the hand and mind of anyone who interferes with its ruthless quest for violence. Determined to stop the bloodshed, the wife of the industrialist joins forces with a renegade priest. But will they be able to conquer the evil hand before the forces of hell overtake them? Awesome. That sounds cool as shit. So yeah, really looking forward to watching that one. That is Demonoid. Moving right along, this one I purchased off of a guy. I'm part of a Vinegar Syndrome collectors group on Facebook, and he was selling this one for an extremely affordable price, really fair price. It's definitely comparable to what else is going on online. So anyway, we have here Grandmother's House. This one was pretty cool. Not the greatest thing in the world, but definitely glad to have it as part of my collection. Really like that artwork. I think that's pretty nice. Yeah. And of course you're back there. Okay. And this one is from 1988. Moving up in years here. 90 minutes. This one basically, some kids have to go live with their grandparents because, you know, their parents are gone. And grandparents are acting strange. They are... you know, they see them like dragging bodies around. The kids are trying to figure out like, what are they doing? And It's pretty cool. It has Uncle Leo from Seinfeld in there. He's the grandfather, which he's always a joy to see. Yeah, I mean this one's good. It just it's not a non-stop action-packed kind of a deal. The end of it is quite delightful. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It gets really hokey, which I always love. So anyway, yeah, I would definitely recommend checking that out if you ever just in the mood for watching something you haven't. Go back if something a little bit older. Check it out. It's a good time. And of course, with all the Vinegar Syndrome releases, the transfers are great. Special features are a ton of fun, and the stuff that you get, your copies and artwork and everything are fantastic. So this one is Grave Robbers. Just watched this one last night. Yes. This one was really cool. I laughed quite a damn bit at this one. And I don't really know. Everyone looks for different stuff in these movies. I personally think it's fun when I'm able to laugh at them. Those are kind of the ones that I like hokey. Trust me, I do love a more serious horror movie. I just think they're a little bit harder to come by when they're actually really good. I know this is debatable, but Hereditary is one of my favorites. The Witch, stuff like that, I love, and I'm really glad that that's kind of been a thing that's been happening here lately. I think, or I hope actually, that horror kind of takes that turn, or at least continues with it. There's some really good directors doing some really good things now, so that's awesome. But I always love my trip back to the 80s and 70s and stuff for horror. So this one is 1988. This one, a woman is working at a diner. She's kind of sick of her life. A guy comes in who pulls up in a limo, and he just flat out asks her to marry him. She says yes. Come to find out, there's more to this guy, because go fucking figure, a dude who walks into a diner in the middle of the night and asks you to marry him, probably has some shit going on. So he runs he has inherited the family business of like a morgue. Basically he's I don't even really know exactly, like it's like they're like taking fluid out of bodies or putting it in or something, and he's just collected all these dead people, and some of them are still alive. It's super ridiculous. It's fun. I laughed a good deal. I'm not even going to try to explain anymore. If anything bizarre and nuts is up your alley, then go watch Grave Robbers. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, so and I'm sorry if that one was easy to grasp. Maybe I just missed something. That happens to me all the time, so feel free to let me know. All right. Malabimba. This was my first of the Vinegar Syndrome titles that I picked up that is considered more of like the sexploitation realm. I have to cover... Yeah. All right, there's a couple of things on the back there I have to cover up for you. This is more on the adult film line. First one that I'd ever purchased like this. I just thought the plot sounded really cool. And honest to God, my fiance was the one who pointed it out first. She was like,